everyone, it's Anna here. Today I will show you how to create this mixed media for layout. First, take a 12 by 12 white paper sheet and cover it with gesso. It doesn't matter what kind of gesso you use, it should be white gesso, so it would look good on white paper. And now we are using some Shimmerz mist. The first one, this orange yellow, was a sunset strip. The second one was bamboo leaf. The blue one is a vibes, deep blue sea. And this red one is called, I think, Caribbean sunset. The next one is called Ruby, and the yellow one is called Chickadee. All the colors will be listed in the description of this video. And now I am creating splashes using the mist. Of course, you don't have to apply them with the brush. You just can spray over the paper, but to be honest, it's very hard to do, not to mix paper and not to spread the color too much over the paper. And after I applied 3 colors, I am using a heat gun to dry it a little bit because the colors mix very easily and some of them together can create this muddy poo color, which we of course don't want to have on our project. Now I'm using this deep blue color. It's a deep blue sea and a yellow one, and once again I'm being careful and trying not to mix the color together. We used gesso because thanks to that now we can work with colors more. They don't stick the paper covered with gesso as much as they would stick to the regular paper, so we have more time to work with colors, to spread them around, and if you are trying to create stains like this, I highly recommend you to use gesso. And now I'm just working with wet brush and some water and the mists to spread the colors all over the paper. As I said, you can spray the color directly to the paper, but it's really hard to create regular stains, and it's really hard not to mix the color together in this muddy color. Believe me, I tried. I have those 2 fall pictures with my daughter throwing leaves in the park. And now I'm just adding some frames around the pictures using papers. They are some great papers. I think the striped one is from the Cute Girl collection, but I'm not sure. And the yellow one from the previous picture is Cool Kid. It's this boyish collection, but it really doesn't matter. Those are only scraps, so you can use whatever paper you have. And I also have this fall title. I divided it into 2 pieces. This is a cut file, one of the cut files, I think. And now I am adding some cardboard to add dimension to my page. The first picture, this with the yellow frame, has only 2 layers of cardboard, and the second one has 3 layers of cardboard because it will be covering the first picture a little bit. And now I have leaves cut in different pattern papers in different sizes, and I would like to spread them around my page. I also have few leaves cut in watercolor paper, and I want to color them using some hues, creamies and inklings, aqua hues, creamies and inklings. Those are all kind of watercolors. They are all solid, so you have to add water to activate them. and aqua hues are the one with no shimmer, creamies are the one with a little bit of shimmer, and the inklings are the ones that are very shimmery, but they all add color too. So I'm using the colors. The brown one was a Kappa Joe, the red one is Seeing Red, the orange one is 14 Carrots, and the yellow one is Crazy Daisy. They are all aqua hues, so there is no shimmer in them. And I also used this minor 49er inklings. It's a golden paint. It has a lot of shimmer inside, so it looks like pure gold. I'm just mixing colors all over the leaves. I want to create this fall look, so colors of the fall are in use. Sorry for my voice today. I'm a little bit sick, so I sound more like a man than a woman. So don't be afraid of me. It's still old regular Anna, but with a little bit of sinus. And now I'm coloring the fall inscription. You already seen it in color, but I had to mix the videos from from one project, but to be honest, my first was just awful, so I got rid of it and I created new background. And the first one was when I sprayed directly to the paper. That's why I am telling you not to do this. I had to learn that it is much easier to control the sprays when you're applying them with a brush, not directly to the paper. And after all my leaves are dry, I am continuing with my composition. As you can see, those are the leaves I painted before. And now what I will do now? Oh, I will add 3D foam squares to lift the title. So I will just do the boring part of the creative process, and all my letters are lifted. I think maybe FA isn't, but I think it is. I'm not sure. And now I'm trying to adhere the leaves. I am using glue and some 3D foam squares because I don't want them to lay flat under the pictures. I want them to be lifted a little bit. I wanted them to look like they are flying or something like that, like they are moved by the wind. And now I am attaching the first part of the title, FA, and all the elements are now sticked to the background. And honestly, I don't remember what I did next. Oh yes, I outlined the fall title with just a black pen. I created a false stitch, not a continuing line, just a little lines like in the stitching, because I thought it will highlight the title a little bit. And now it's done. I cut the part when I was doing it, and I found those fun autumn clear stickers. They are from the Polish company called Family Portraits. They do a lot of stickers like that. They have Polish inscriptions, but there are also sets with English inscriptions, and this one has nice leaves, some mushrooms, and I thought that I will add some black accents here and there. Because this is something what I like in my projects, a little bit of black splashes. And now I'm playing with my phone because my little daughter was sitting next to me and she was listening some audiobooks. I don't know if I can say that in English, but I think I can. And I was switching the titles for her. And now I am using a stamp. Those are tiny leaf stamps from Studio 40 stamp set. and I lost my small acrylic block, so I used this Prima ink to as acrylic block to stamp the tiny stamps, because using the big one would be very hard in the areas where the leaves are lifted. So I'm just using it as acrylic block. So you have to be inventive, right, when you are scrapping, and you really can't keep your things in order. And now I am using this navy mist to create splashes, and I am painting the leaves I stamped over the background using the colors I previously used. I'm adding a lot of color because I want them to stand out from the background, but I don't think it really happened. Because gesso has this quality that it makes color look a little bit dull. When you spray the same color on the white cardstock, it's more vibrant than you spray the same color on the cardstock covered with gesso. So this is what the gesso do with the colors, not only with the mist, but also with any other like watercolors, gelatos. So when you use gelatos with water, they have those pale shades of colors, but you know, gelatos are very colorful, so it's just because of gesso. And now I wanted to add some few elements from my stash, because you know, I made this layout hardly using any scrapbooking items, so I thought I really need to use some of my stash. So I took, this is a Wonder collection from Crate Paper, those stickers, and I only had left like something like tabs and stuff, so I thought that maybe I will use this inscription, and I'm trying to get rid of them to make a room for some fun new stuff. I added 3D foam squares to lift it a little bit, because as you know, I like dimension over my pages, and I will also use those 2 arrows and what's more, I think I will use 2 tabs, the yellow one and the navy one. I just cut them into 2 pieces and place one under one picture and the second piece under the second picture, and the same I did with the yellow tabs. I also use this deer, and the deer is from the Wonder collection, chipboard stickers too, and that's it. No, I also use the bow. I have this bow like for 4 years, maybe 5. I was subscribing to the Frecklet phone kit, and I have some items left from that time, and this bow is from one of the kits. And now the final step, adding some black splashes. I am using black Indian ink because it will not soak into the gesso. Remember that when you place your order in the Shimmerz store, you can mention my name, and then you will receive a free mini product with your order. And here are a few close-ups for my page. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.